friends, Houstonians, countrymen, lend me your ears. Gonzalo Lira is dead as of January 12th, 2024. I've been meaning to kind of make some kind of report on it since it happened. I mean, it's already going on almost a month. I haven't said shit. And I'll be honest. I've been reluctant to say anything because of what happened to Gonzalo. He was killed, you know? Whether they worked him to death or tortured him to death, or, you know, a combination of whatever, all that, and then some. There's really no fucking telling what all he went through. He described some of it in an earlier video when he was locked up prior, and I was wondering about him then. I wanted to, you know, blow the whistle then. But then, you know, he was released, and, you know, by the time I got around to doing it, like I said, I've been hesitant to really talk about it, even when it happened the first time. And that's on me, y'all. That's on me. Honestly, that's fucking cowardice on my end. And I will be humble enough to admit that. Even though, as much as it pains my pride and whatever the fuck, you know, I've been concerned. I've been genuinely concerned for the guy, but I've got a lot to lose, you know. I'm just trying to make it, just like any other average, you know, whatever. You know, trying to provide for my family. I don't want any fucking trouble. I don't want any excess drama, unwarranted drama. You know, I'm pro-freedom, which is what drew me to Gonzalo in the first place, you know, back in the Coach Red Pill days. You know, I was watching his videos up to like almost 10 years ago. You know, he made a lot of different videos discussing different topics, you know, and it was highly relatable as a young man, you know, who was trying to find his own way. And I'm not trying to like get too far off topic. I'm just, you know, trying to connect the dots here. But I haven't said shit about it really, because you know, I mean, you see what happened to him, what was happening to him. And it was because he spoke up. He blew the whistle. He was the, you know, I would call him the town crier to my buddies, you know. That's who he was, you know, the town crier. The dude that fucking rings the fucking bell. I mean, like, almost like Paul Revere, you know. The British are coming. That was Gonzalo, man. That was Gonzalo for a lot of people. And that's who he was, like, just in general. Whether you knew the guy or not, you know. He would report the truth, you know, what he saw, you know, how things played out. You know, whenever he was in fucking Ukraine during the pandemic, you know, I checked him out, you know, during that time, and when he was staying at the hotel in, I believe, Kyiv, and you know, he was exposing the fucking bullshit, the narrative the fucking bullshit narrative that they were trying to fucking play to us, because they wanted to fucking go to war with Russia. You know, that was their ticket. And he reported from the inside, because like all we had over here on this end of the fucking pond was, you know, just whatever they were willing to report, pictures and videos they were willing to share. How precise and accurate were any of those? Or were they even of this time? Or were they fucking like produced? There's really no fucking telling. You can't really trust any fucking thing that the mainstream media fucking puts out there. You know, especially not nowadays. And honestly, the way that it's transpired, you know, I don't know if you ever really could. I mean, maybe back when you had people that were pro First Amendment and all about the freedom of the press, and, you know, getting the truth out to the people, you know, the locals, the nationals, the patriots, even whatever the fuck you want to call them. It was about speaking the truth. And I can't believe I let myself cower from the truth. Or not necessarily cower from the truth, but cower from speaking the truth. Because I was genuinely afraid for my own life. I was reluctant to even release a short asking, and all I did in the short was ask, where's Gonzalo Lira, over the, you know, back in what, like August? And I've been wanting to follow up. But I don't know, man. I mean, I had the courage, but like I would, you know, I work a lot, you know, I work a lot of overtime. Like I said, I'm trying to provide for mine. I'm trying to make it. I'm making this fucking American dream happen, whether, you know, it wants to exist or not nowadays. I'm fucking making it happen. But, you know, even that, you know, like, along with other things, you know, I would sort of use it as, you know, admittedly, I would use it kind of as an excuse. An excuse to not do my own fucking part as a fucking, you know, speaker of the truth, defender of the truth, lover of the truth. It bums me the fuck out that these assholes in power let fucking Gonzalo die like that. They didn't do a fucking thing. And I remember watching fucking a clip about the DOJ being pressed for it, and the dude fucking like kind of blew off the question and like just started talking about something else. I'd give the names if I could, but I'm just regurgitating off the fucking top of my head. I'm just, this is anecdotal. This is non-scripted. I don't fucking give a shit for any kind of scripts or fucking any of that. I'm just speaking the truth and speaking about what I saw, what I experienced, my memory of it, you know. I tend to have a pretty good memory, so, you know, I will say it is accurate, but, you know, whatever, you know, I'll leave that to you to discern. But anyway, this fucking bozo blew off the question. You know, and you had like Tucker Carlson, you know, kind of talking about it, you know, maybe a couple months prior to his death, and, you know, starting to kind of like shake things up a little. And I was happy, you know, I was like, finally, people are trying to, you know, are finally speaking up about this, you know, because I'm nobody. I'm fucking nobody. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. Maybe a couple of hundred, maybe even a couple of thousand people know who I am right now, as, you know, because of the clip I made. And don't get me wrong, it's been on my mind this whole fucking time, because how could it not, you know, like, YouTube's over here telling me, like, hey, Mr. Nobody, your most fucking popular video is about this fucking 20-second clip, or however long it is, about you asking where the fuck Gonzalo Lira is. People clearly are interested, people clearly want to know. maybe make more videos about this, you know, like shit like that. And I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this fucking vid, you know. That's how like strongly I feel about it. Like, what happened to Gonzalo could very well much happen, probably to even me, and that's honestly what I was fearful of. That's why I just fucking stayed in my lane and minded my own fucking business, because, you know, I wasn't trying to get fucking sucked into anything or whatever. But you know what? Fuck that, man. That's how they win. Through intimidation. Through coercion. You know, it fucking grinds my gears that, like, they fucking went and got Brittany, what's her name? Brittany Griner or whatever the fuck, WNBA player. They fucking bailed her ass out of jail, or, you know, traded for her. A fucking war criminal, some fucking arms dealer, some Russian arms dealer. I don't even fucking, his name's not even on the tip of my tongue right now, but that says it all. They were willing to trade a fucking war criminal for Brittany Griner because her ass fits the narrative. But like Gonzalo, like, completely unheard of. Even though he's a fucking, or was a prisoner in fucking Ukraine, the country that these fucking assholes are all about fucking, like, giving all of our fucking money to. Our money being fucking tax dollars. Those of us who fucking work for a living. You know, and I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I don't know why we're sending all this fucking money to them. But you know what? And I don't mean that, like, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in the sense that, like, our money should be for, like, our nation. I mean, I feel like that goes without saying. I don't even fucking give a fuck for paying taxes, period. I'm actually quite a libertarian. You know, I say fuck paying taxes. You know, like, what I make is mine. And it's as simple as that. And that goes the same for you. In my fucking mind. You know, that to me makes so much sense. And the fact that we're being, like, fucking robbed. Anyway, I'm getting off topic again. Like, that's how I feel about that, you know? But I figure if I'm gonna get fucking robbed, at least keep the money in the fucking nation and make the nation better. I'd rather it go to, like, a homeless person, or, you know, veteran, or, you know, something like that. Something that at least makes sense. Like, than fucking, like, some fucking proxy war in fucking Israel or Ukraine. And I don't think I'm in the fucking minority there. I think a lot of us actually fucking think that, but are either too busy or too fucking, like, too worried, too scared, too whatever the fuck to even speak up. And I was right there. I was right there on par with that. But you know what? That's not good enough. That's unacceptable. At least for me. I speak for myself. That's unacceptable. For me. I should have spoken up more. I feel fucking guilty as fuck that I didn't fucking rattle the cage even more. But again, you know, I'm not even fucking, I'm nobody. I'm fucking nobody. I'm just some fucking, like, electrician dude that likes to stream every now and then and fucking play guitar and, you know, make music and shit, you know, like, and take care of a home and family. You know, like, that's me, you know. I'm there's nothing fucking complicated or fucked up about it. It's quite fucking, like, quite fucking plain and simple. I'm not trying to get fucking Gonzalo'd. It pisses me the fuck off that they fucking let him, they did him like that. Because those are supposed to be our allies. So look, what I'm getting at this fucking video, it's a lot longer than I even give a fuck for it to be, but here it goes, man. They're willing to fucking do that to people like Gonzalo. So that means they're willing to do that to people like you and me. Speakers of the truth. Believe it or not, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, I'm gonna burst that bubble right now. That means that we're the fucking we're against we're the odd people out. They're fucking them letting Gonzalo fucking die like that is a declaration of war. It's a declaration of war on the truth. It's a declaration of war on the speakers of the truth, the protectors of the truth, people that are passionate about the truth, that don't want to live a fucking lie. I don't give a fuck for liars. I don't have time for that. My time is fucking precious. I dedicate it to either work or family. Maybe every now and then I get time for my hobbies, but who gives a shit about that right now? Look, they're out to get us. I hate to fucking sound fucking like crazy or whatever, but it's not. They are literally out to fucking get us. And if Gonzalo Lira's fucking abduction and death isn't like a red enough of a fucking flag for you, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You're probably some bot NPC, and you're gonna fucking like just be a nothing head for like however long anyway. You're probably fucking AI in this simulation for all I fucking know. I don't know. I know I'm talking crazy, but you know, like this, the truth knowers know that this is just a fucking test anyway. Everything's a test. At least that's what an old man told me, but you know what? It rings true. This is just... This other old man fucking said, you know, you can't have a testimony without a test. That's all this is, a spiritual fucking test. That's all anything ever is. Whether you think anybody's looking or not, God's fucking watching, okay? I mean, if, you know, whether or not you're aware of that, or you think you're getting away with something, you're not. You can say and think whatever the fuck you want. That's not going to change the truth. Them murdering Gonzalo Lira speaks volumes. They hate the truth, and they hate you.